Recently, Chen Feiyu has frequently appeared on the Weibo hot search list, and many people have begun to understand his past. Today, an article suddenly attracted a lot of attention. The article was written in 2017. Chen Kaige, Chen Feiyu's father, talked in detail in an interview with the media about how he educated his children and his attitude towards Chen Feiyu. Chen Kaige has two sons. The eldest son is Chen Yuang, and the second son is Chen Feiyu. Chen Kaige explained, I gave them such a name because I hope they can achieve something. I don't care what they will become in the future, but they must be upright people. Boys have to be naughty and learn to fight. I'm not asking them to bully others. When someone bothers them, I hope they are not afraid of trouble. When I was young, my parents often taught me to be a modest gentleman, but being modest meant I had no choice but to back down in the face of bullying by others, so I could only be bullied by others. So I told my children, you must be brave. When we had dinner together, there was a man who was very rude to my wife because he was drunk. My eldest son was only 11 years old at that time. He immediately stood up and lectured that man. I was very happy to see my son's behavior. Someone came to harass us. We mustn't be afraid. I hope they are brave people. When Chen Feiyu and I were filming in Xinjiang, he was not yet 18 years old and worked 16 hours a day. When he went to act, there was no assistant around him, and the food of the crew was not good. I wanted to let him understand life is hard, and I want them to learn how to face suffering. If I'm not strict with my children, then my children will never know I care about them. And if I'm too strict with them, they will never know I'm actually a loving father. So, my two children always hug us when they come back, which is the habit of our family of four. Should he be allowed to continue filming? My wife and I have been thinking about this question for a long time. In fact, I don't want him to enter the entertainment industry. The industry is very dark. I don't want him to get dirty. My wife and I have always kept a distance from the entertainment industry. We don't think that we are people in the entertainment industry because we are very cut from some of the status quo of the industry. We don't show up at the various events. We refuse invitations like this. The reason is simple. We don't want some bad habits in the industry to affect us. Once we are affected by this bad habit, we can't help it. So when I think my child is going to be in a state of helplessness, I'm reluctant to let him into the entertainment industry. I'm glad to see he is determined to be a good actor rather than an idol. It takes a lot of pressure to be a good actor. If he is only for fame and profit, I will definitely persuade him to give up. I said to him, talent doesn't belong to you. Talent is the product of your exchange with God. You hand over your sincere heart. God gives you talent. Once sincerity disappears, talent disappears immediately.